Hey guys, Don here with the Podiatry Practice Mastery Weekly Update. I want to share a couple of things that are kind of new. Talking a little documentation. This is something I got from another doctor about documenting with this new time requirement. It's an ortho example of a patient I sent over to them, and kind of they got back to me. I want to talk about something called a super signature. If you've never heard of this is something that's neat that you can put at the bottom of your emails and you can modify them. I'll show you how you can do that in Google. A new thing that I'm trying out, I want to teach you how to do it. It's a patient success video. Basically, it's a way to get a patient testimonial and then adding real-time reviews to your website. This is something that's kind of neat. I found a website that's kind of a neat way of doing it live. Basically, you can put these static ones on there, but it's kind of neat when they can see it was done like 3 days ago or 5 days ago or a week ago. So let's kind of get right into it. This is an example of this new documentation that a doctor sent me. Basically, it sent, I spent 35 minutes with the encounter, preparing to see the patient, obtaining, reviewing the history, medical exam, counseling. We have these within our Athena, which is the medical record we use, but we have it for a new patient and for an established patient. And then we also have it based on the level of the visit and accordingly. So it's kind of an easy way to kind of cover your backside when you're using these new billing codes. So it's just something we kind of slap on the bottom there if we're doing it based on time. So that's something that's interesting. Talk about the super signature here. This is an example of just a screenshot from my Google. So within Google, you can see here under the general box on the bottom, you have something called signature. And this is something that's added to outgoing messages. Now, this can be just as easily done on Outlook or anything else that you use. So I have here a patient. I call it a super signature. It's someone that was explaining it. That's what I use. Here's my general signature. And then there's something for like doctors or business. And these can be different, but the general one is my name, my office phone number, and then patient resources. This learn more button, it goes to my link tree. And I think I've shown you guys that before. If not, I'll show it to you again. Link tree is just a very easy link that you can send and just give people more information. Okay, so this is how you do a super signature. Why would you want to do this? Well, basically, I include in some of these super signatures this thing right here. So you could also do a PS underneath it. Whenever you're ready, there are 4 ways I can help. Come to see me in the office, grab a copy of one of my books, watch a TV program, and go to my Amazon store. So each of these have different links. These are things we've talked about in the past. This is our online booking. Here are links to my books on my blog, just a YouTube link, and then Amazon. This is that Amazon affiliate. So if you're considering doing some of those things, there would be an interesting way of doing that. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the next part. These are these live reviews. The website is apps.elfsite.com. This is the one that I've just found recently. It's kind of neat. What it does is it actually pulls in based on my Google reviews. So it pulls in my Google reviews. You can lay it out kind of however you want to. Here's a carousel one. And so basically it just shoots through and you can see the different types of Google reviews, okay, that people have put. And they make them really kind of new. That's the neat thing. So where I'm playing with this, if you want to see, is on my blog. So my blog is a little bit different than my website. On my blog, I have areas we serve. And then if you kind of click on one of these areas, or even right here, you can see I put these Google reviews underneath here. So if someone's considering it, they can kind of look at my reviews that are right here. Okay. This will come off when I'm only seeing it because I'm the owner. Now, they do have a free, you can use this free, or it's a pretty inexpensive to use more apps. And you may want to do the paid one just because it gets to the amount of views that you can have. I think they limit it to like, 2,000 views or something, but that gets real quick. But this is just one that I found. This is kind of a neat, this is a Google reviews, but if you go to their applications, they have a ton of other applications. If you want to look at kind of statistics, it shows like how many people have viewed it, 125, and they do these in the last 31 days, so in the last month. So it's talking about how many views you can have. I can have 5,000 views. So I'm still kind of playing around with this, but they have a lot of different applications that you could consider. They have for Instagram feeds, Google reviews, social feeds, subscription forums, a lot of different things showing YouTube videos and things like that. So they have a lot of different things that you can add to your website pretty easy. So it's called elfsite.com. The last thing I want to show is I've been trying to figure out a way to grab video testimonials from patients. And it's a little bit, I found really the easiest way is for me to actually interview them, but I don't always have time to interview the patients. So what I'm trying to figure out a way to automate it. Some people have done it, but some people don't feel comfortable. But this is what I'm using right now. There's a couple of other ways. Probably the easiest way is just to take your cell phone and have a staff record you as they give their testimony, right? Their testimonial. But this is what I'm trying to do. It's an automated way. It says patient success story. This is called Screencastify. Actually, this is used, I think, more for teachers, but it works well for what we need it to do. Please record a short video sharing your experience with your treatment. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just share the following. What's the problem? How it affected you? What were the treatments? And how are you doing now? And then I say here, by submitting this, I assume that you're going to give me permission to use it. Okay. What they do is they click this link. It actually does a link down here. And then as they talk, it records it. As you can see right here, it'll record their video. And then when they finish it, it'll stop it. And then what they can do is they can replay it, okay? Or they can hit submit, okay? Or they can like start over. So the only drawback to do this is you have to have a Gmail account, because everything is done via Gmail, and then it actually sends me a link and it uploads it to Gmail, and then I can use these videos. So this is a pretty easy way to do it. If you want something a little bit more in terms of you're getting permission, I do have also something. It's a document in the office where I get permission to do these types of marketing things. Okay, so those are the things this week. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking, how everything is going. For Present, they're always putting up one of these episodes per week. So the one for this week is going to be, as it's loading here, this is where you can find the latest interviews. So this one I talked about with Jonathan Small. We talked about how to work smarter and not harder. Last week it was with Cindy Pezza. So if you want to watch the actual videos, you can go right here. If you want to just listen to them, that's what a lot of people are doing. You can just go to the podcast. And what I'm doing there is I'm putting the actual videos the day I'm doing them. So you can get the live. These are about 2 months old. And so you can get the actual live interviews and then some of my kind of thoughts on the videos. Love to know what your thoughts are. And if you want any more or additional information, please let me know. Okay, great. Have a nice day.